Hey guys, are you experiencing hip discomfort or snapping hips, as well as possible nerve impingement or sciatic pain in through the back of your hip? If you are, today I'm going to show you how to release your hip using 3 key movements and a kettlebell. My name is Brendan, and I'm a registered massage therapist at Strengthen You, your fitness and therapy expert. So there's a few reasons why you might be experiencing a hip snapping kind of issue in through the hip. The reason being is a muscle called the psoas, as well as the glute med. Now, these muscles are primarily hip hiking muscles, so every time you take a step or sit, your hip actually has to raise off the ground to allow the step not to drag on the floor. Prolonged activation of these muscles will cause a snapping hip syndrome. So this is an easy way to release the psoas muscle. So to locate it, you're pretty much gonna go about 2 inches away from the belly button and 2 inches down, and the muscle belly should be right next to the crest. So Mark, I'm just gonna get you to place it right over the psoas muscle belly. And what you're gonna do is you're just gonna take a few deep breaths, allow it to sink into the muscle belly, and you should feel a pretty intense pain at this point. If this isn't enough to actually release the muscle for you, even with just breathing through it and allowing it to sink in, what you can do is you can bring your leg upwards to activate the muscle. So by bringing your leg in, it'll activate the muscle, bringing it back out, it'll actually stretch it. So another prime hip hiker muscle is the glute med muscle. So to locate that muscle belly, you're pretty much looking at the top of the glute, and you're looking at it in through here. So pretty much to release the glute med, what you're gonna do is you're gonna get the kettlebell right underneath here on the actual muscle belly. Now, to actually control the kettlebell, we leave the handle outwards like this. So with your free hand, you can actually reposition it, okay? Now, you'll know that you're actually on the glute med because it's usually a pretty intense feeling. And to actually release it, what I'm gonna get you to do is, again, just bring your leg upwards. You wanna bring your knee to your chest or as far as it feels comfortable to do. Because this is such an intense feeling, you might not be able to get full range while doing this movement. Now, the last muscle that we're gonna release is the piriformis. Now, this muscle is a prime external rotator of the hip. And oftentimes when you find that your foot is turning outwards while you're walking, this muscle is activating and that's what's causing it. So to locate it, it's really deep to the glute and you're looking at about from here to over here. So again, the same setup as with the glute med, we're gonna have the kettlebell's handle out here so you can adjust it while you're actually on it. I'm gonna get Mark to actually sit on the kettlebell so that his joint is right over top of the meat of the kettlebell. And you're gonna straighten this leg for me. Good, cross this knee over. And this is pretty much the stretching position of that muscle. So activating and deactivating that muscle while on top of this kettlebell will release it. So if you're not feeling the stretch or the release as much lying down, what you can do is you can actually sit on the kettlebell and again, cross your knee over onto the other one, and this will actually stretch it and intensify the release. Now remember, with these releases, there's no actual reps or sets. It's kind of more based for mobility and function of the hips. Now by releasing these 3 muscles, you'll have a lot more hip mobility. It'll actually release a lot of low back discomfort while sitting, and it will feel a lot better while performing intense movements in the gym. I'm Brendan from Strengthen You, and remember, you're only one strategy away from crushing your fitness goals.